Hello, everyone. Leslie Klein here. I'm here bringing you a post-interview chat. I just got done interviewing Rocky Krogfoss, and he is an quantum emotional healer. And let me bring him on to our screen here.
I
There he
love your
is.
music in the beginning. I was just dancing to it.
It's my little countdown.
Yes.
So we're live on Facebook, several of my Facebook pages, LinkedIn, YouTube, even Twitch. And I love doing this because I want to let people know who I'm interviewing, what's going on. And as soon as I get the show that we just recorded, edited, it'll be available in probably just a couple of days. So I want to introduce everyone to Rocky Krogfoss, quantum emotional healer. Wonderful man. You actually did a session on me today, which was really wonderful. And, you work on releasing beliefs that we have to help us, thrive. And so welcome to our little post-interview chat. And for people that are watching, what's really cool about using StreamYard is you can actually comment online and I can see your comments and actually put them on the screen. So if you have any questions or anything, please put them on your comments, and then that way we can play with you that way. So Rocky, thank you so much for for the interview today and for meeting you for the wonderful healing session.
You're very welcome, and I'm very pleased to say you're one of a very, very few of my interviewing alumni that can pronounce my name properly, because it's 2 syllables. It's not that difficult, but boy, it can get really butchered.
I practiced it a lot.
Yeah. Good for you.
I wanted to make sure I said it right.
Yeah, you did well.
Oh, thank you. So, gosh, what can we share with our viewers right now? Where can we start? I want them to watch the episode, but I guess one of the most fascinating things that I've learned from you is your connection to Seth, who was channeled by Jane Roberts, and she wrote the Seth Speaks books,
Yes.
and you work with Seth directly now. Tell us about that experience of maybe how you met briefly, or how you guys got connected.
Yeah, well, when we met in 2006, I was in the midst of some very, very deep healing myself from a very, very violent childhood. And when Seth introduced himself to me, I guess he figured it was time I knew who he was and that I knew who I was. And that was in 2006, after probably 6 or 7 years of healing with the lady who I was doing the healing work with. Mm-hmm. And when Seth introduced himself to me, I was quite frankly shocked that it was the Seth, talking to me. Why was he there talking to me? Like, who am I, And when he laughed and he said, there's much you need to learn about who you are and what you're here to do, and I am here to help you understand that. And I said, well, that's great. And over the years, when I have a chance to speak to Seth, and I speak to Seth through my best friend, Julie Smith, and she is an outstanding, miraculous channel. It's very intimate. He really, really, really cares about me. He really loves me, and he's always there to advise me when I ask for advice on every subject. You name it, everything from the state of the world to how to do healing work, how to present workshops, how to manifest things in my life, I did a healing once on my right knee, and only 2 weeks earlier, my right knee had sort of, I'll use the word, collapsed, and I was in so much pain I couldn't even hardly stand up, and that went on for 2 weeks. And Seth finally said, it's time for you to heal this. And I said, okay, well, what do I do? And he says, you're a healer, you know what to do. And I said, well, yeah, I guess I do. And so I sat down and I focused on the back of my knee because it felt like I was being drawn into a miniature vortex right in the circle, right in the back of my knee. So I was drawn into it, and I knew he was there helping me and making sure that I didn't freak out. But what happened is I suddenly had a visual of my father, and it was not a very pleasant visual. And I suddenly got really, really, really mad, and my forehead got hot, and my whole body got on. I got really mad. I was just like, kind of like a bear who's just had his foot stomped on. Really upset. And then I realized that after the multiple lifetimes that I've had with my father, which have always been ugly and evil and very, very painful, and I realized that I wanted to kill him. I wanted to chop him to pieces. I wanted to just take him and just burn him alive. And when I realized that this anger was sitting in the back of my right knee, I just went, I said, oh my God. I said, that's pretty intense. I knew I didn't like my father. I knew I was really pissed at him, but I didn't realize I wanted to chop him to pieces. And so this is over lifetimes of trauma with him. Mm-hmm. And so I realized that I'd uncovered something that was pretty important. And then I said to myself, well, I guess I need to let this go. And this is the funny part of the story. I suddenly sat up and I said, no, I don't want to let that go. I hate the guy. I hate the guy. And suddenly my knee went whap. I went, ow, 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 God, I'll do the work. I'll do the work. I promise I'll do the work. Please stop. And then it let go a little bit, but the pain was still there. And then I spent the next 15 minutes letting go of that pain, just letting it go with the stop, breathe, ground, release. Mm-hmm. And the next morning when I got out of bed, all the pain was gone. It was like a miracle. And Seth, I connected with him the next day, and he said, man, you're amazing, Rocky. You're amazing. Just think, you did that. You healed your knee. Does that tell you a little bit about yourself? I said, yeah, I think I'm starting to get a picture here. And so he wants me to believe in me because, of course, I never believed in myself all my life because of my childhood. But, I believe in myself now. I believe in what I do. I believe I have a gift. I believe I can help anybody. I really do. But I will say this about my healing gift. If you show up and you expect me to heal you without you doing any work, we will fall flat on our face together. Nothing will change. I am a participant in the unity of healing something together. You have to be involved. You have to want to heal. You have to be part of the solution. And if you join me in that field, I'm more than happy to join you and create this field of potential whereby you can heal whatever you want. And so from that incident with my knee, I've learned many things about my abilities when I put myself to it. I've been rather lazy over the years of doing things or not doing things that I need to do.
For yourself, you mean?
Yes, for myself.
So it's the self-love thing again. How we put others, especially I would think healers too, just like you say, women do. We put everybody else first and we put ourselves last. And it doesn't work that way.
Well, as a woman that when I'm doing a workshop, when I say to the women, well, you've put everybody first and you're giving your love away to everybody, and I'm joking around. I say, you give some love to that person, you give some love to that person, and you give some love to that person. You don't even like that person. You give them love anyways. Just go there. And so I asked the ladies, I said, when you do that and you're trying to earn love, what's your return on your investment? And a lot of women will just get right up right away and they'll just go, well, that much. That much. That's how much love I'm getting back in return. I said, does it not make sense to take a look at this program, which is across the board for women? There are some women that are strong enough to let go of giving their love away to everybody for different reasons. But most women do. And that's a patriarchal mindset program, which does not allow you to value yourself, allow you to say no to what you don't want and say yes to what you're worthy of. And it's a program that takes your power away from you. And there's so many programs that do that. And when women realize that they're in a program that causes pain and causes trauma and creates inequities and imbalances in their life, they can stop, breathe, take a look at that program and just say, is that what I want for the rest of my life? And if the answer is no, then we can set an intention to let that program go at that point. And boom, it's gone. And your frequency, your law of attraction frequency will rise because you're loving yourself now by letting go of things that women used to feel guilty. Well, if I don't give my love away to everybody, then, I feel guilty. I feel sad. And I say, you want to feel empowered, not with power over someone, but free to make a choice of what is best for you. Women generally never think that way. And I'm inviting them into a space where they can begin to think that way. And your life will change, I promise you. Things that used to be troublesome, especially family situations. Family is the number one gong show creator on the planet. It just is. Sons, daughters, cousins, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. Somebody in your family is dysfunctional. Maybe more than one. And if they're dysfunctional, what do family members do? They pretend like it doesn't exist. And they put up with it because they think because it's family that they have to put up with it. No, that's my favorite word. No. 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 It's kind of like Kermit the Frog. No. No, I'm not going to give away my power anymore. I'm just not. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I'm not going to feel shamed. I'm just going to quietly say yes to what I want and what I deserve and what I'm worthy of, and say no to what I don't want anymore. It's just that simple.
Simple.
Yeah, it is simple, but it's not that easy to do. So I work with women to help them create a set of rules. I like that. I help women write a new rule book. And the first rule that I tell them, you're taking all of your rules, your patriarchal, your lineage, your inner child rules that don't work for you, and we're going to write a new book, and we're going to call that book Leslie's Rules. And Leslie, your first rule that I give to all of my clients, and I'll give it to you as well, the first rule is Leslie makes the rules.
Love that.
Yes, I make the rules. And if it's a rule and you're not a signature to that rule, then you get to change that rule and rewrite it where you're taken care of first. Oh, did I say taken care of first? I'm sorry. What I meant to say was first, not second, not third, not fourth, not 3,226, not at the end of the line, but first. It matters that you take care of self first, because when you take care of self first, it is a sign of loving yourself more deeply. And so when your body and your temple are filled with love before you even start your day, you're already in a space of doing what I call spreading love without giving it away. Your energy fields infiltrate everyone.
Right.
And they welcome them to come to you and say, how is it that you're always smiling? How is it that you're happy? How is it that you're functioning so well? And you can say, well, I learned to love myself, and I can teach you to. I'm not going to give my love away to you to try and help you cope. I'm going to teach you how to love yourself. That's the difference. So
I love it.
Yeah, you do love
it.
Yeah, you have it right now. I promise you, I will help you get it. I promise you. It's not that much work, and you and I are going to get busy, as it were. And
Yes.
And you're going to love this new space that we call Leslie, the Power Goddess. Yes, and it's not a difficult thing to do, and it's not like you're going to suddenly rise up and just turn into this gigantic uh, uh, queen bee, and you're going to fly around and sting everybody. No, you're going to rise up quietly. You're going to be um, quiet. You're going to be confident. You're going to be create boundaries that you're not going to break. You're not going to break these boundaries. So I had a client earlier tonight, and I said, when these people come around and they ask you questions and they never listen to you and they argue with you, I said, why is it that you join them in that? What would happen if you said to them, no? Well, first of all, let's say, is that Kermit the Frog? No. And I said to her, look, when you say no to participating in something you don't want to be in, there's no shame. There's no guilt. Oh, God, they will try. They will try. Those energy vampires, they will come looking for it, and they'll go, I want to suck your energy, blah, blah, blah. And you can say, no.
No.
No. Somebody comes to you and they want something that you're not comfortable with. No. Simple. And no guilt, no shame. And just stick to the rule book. The rule book you're writing for your life, for your frequency, to keep your frequency here and not let some energy vampire come in here and say, I need some of your energy. Just go, no, come on up here with me and I'll teach you how to stay up here yourself.
And that's for everyone can write their own rule book.
Absolutely. But like I say, I love rewriting the rule book because a lot of the rules you currently follow, you're not really consciously aware of them. You're subconscious. Right. So I like to point out the rules that you're following that are, creating discomfort in your body. And we'll identify them and then we'll cross them out, in the eyes of God, to say, God, this rule no longer applies to my life. My new rule is I, Leslie, a being of great love and a divine feminine, I say that this new rule is blah, 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 where I honor myself first. I receive support and love unconditionally. And I'm always heard. I'm always heard. How many women can say they're always heard? Really?
Many.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you can see that there's a lot of things that we can work on that will help you evolve very quickly to a state where you can love yourself and you can be proud of yourself. Oh my God, if you're proud of yourself, the whole world will change. I'm proud of myself because I make the rules now. And it feels really safe. It feels good. And if there's people over there going, I don't like your rules. I don't like your rules. And you can say, well, no. No. If you're going to cry, there's a corner over there. You can put your nose in it. And when you're done crying, come and see me and I'll receive you with love if you receive me with love. Those are the conditions. Those are the new rules.
Love it.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Rocky, for this post-interview chat and all these extra nuggets you've been giving us.
Yes.
I put your website there on the screen, and everybody, please look out for the episode coming out in a couple of days. It's going to be part 1 and a part 2 because there's so much that Rocky has to share with us. So thank you again, Rocky, for being with us today.
Leslie,
And
you know what? You've been an absolute delight. I enjoyed doing some work on you earlier today. You are definitely, definitely a divine feminine.
thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. You can take that to bed with you tonight and put it in your heart and just say, I choose to live the life of the divine feminine. I only receive love. Unconditional love? No. Unconditional love? Yes. I receive unconditional love now. That's the only kind of love I receive. Anything else? No. Thank you very much.
Right. Got it.
All right.
Thanks again.
Yeah,
Thank you, Rocky.
Yeah, this has been so much fun. Thank you, Leslie. And
You're welcome.
we'll talk again soon.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
again. We'll
Okay.
talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.